Yeah, and obviously today we're focusing on the data center industry in particular. At maybe a sort of high level, what are some of the challenges you see for the data center designers, owners, operators at the current time?
Thanks, Phil. That's a great question. So when we look at designer and developer pinch points, we look at three key areas from a lighting viewpoint. Well, the first one is speed. And when we talk about speed, we're talking about scale at speed. Now, a lot of the drive on this has been from the global pandemic. So you see a much more bigger uptake in modular build techniques. With modular build techniques, you get a reduction of time on site and number of people on site, which, as I say, due to the pandemic, has definitely become a big key driver. The next one would be sustainability. Now, whilst sustainability isn't just a topic for the mission critical sector, it's prevalent within all sectors, it is high on the agenda, and that is partially driven by the 2030 pledge for carbon neutrality. Now, for ourselves, as a business, we have a really strong sustainable approach, and we kind of tie this in with the developers' approach to their sustainability charge. And finally, we look at security. Well, when we talk about security within the mission critical sector, people automatically jump to cybersecurity. Now, for ourselves, we look at the physical security. So we're talking about the security of the facility and security of the people within the facility and the hardware within the facility. So for us, security starts at the entrance or the gate of the campus, all the way through reception, the car parks, and through to the data hall. So there are many different aspects of security other than the cybersecurity topic.
Be fair to say that while many of the hyperscalers and the colo providers are leading the way in terms of focusing on what we might call scale at speed, there's also quite a large element of the data center industry that's reluctant to embrace new ideas and technologies.
Yeah, Phil, it's definitely fair to say that the hyperscalers and the larger colo providers are embracing new technology and scale at speed. But on the flip side of that, you do have a large section of the data center industry that is still very reluctant to embrace new technology within their facility. Now, all data center providers are in a race to improve their IT infrastructure and IT architecture. But when you're talking about the facility and the infrastructure within their facility, they are a lot less driven to adopt new technologies. Now, these guys have a massive supply chain that they trust and they partner with, who can bring exciting new technology to their facilities, which will enhance the user experience of the facility and definitely bring the facilities into the 21st century from an infrastructure viewpoint, which will, one, reduce their costs, and two, help with automation. So it's definitely a valid point you've raised.